While you were watching Dog Coins, the largest wallet in the world just moved 1.1 billion Kaspa. They know something about the banking system that you don't. We are standing at a crossroads in financial history, where the noise of the retail market is being drowned out by the silent, calculated movements of the world's most sophisticated players. Today we are pulling back the curtain on the institutional secret, a narrative that pits the established academic giant, Cardano, against the disruptive technological beast, Kaspa. We aren't just looking at price charts, we are dissecting the very architecture of the future global settlement layer. By the end of this video, you will understand why whales are positioning themselves for 2026 and how a hidden piece of technology called Warp Core is changing the math entirely. Is the banking elite building a private backdoor into the next Bitcoin while you're distracted by the memes of today? To understand where we are going, we have to look at where the big money is hiding right now. Imagine a digital vault, newly minted, that has suddenly become the new #1 Kaspa wallet. This isn't a collection of small retail buys. This is a strategic consolidation of over 1.1 billion KS tokens. This is smart money actively accumulating supply methodically long before the news hits the mainstream news cycles. While the average investor is waiting for a buy signal on a YouTube thumbnail, these whales are treating the current market silence as a hilarious gift. They see what the sources describe as an extreme low-risk area, a structural discount window where the risk of falling is exhausted, and the potential for a narrative resurgence is absolute. They aren't buying for a 20% pump. They are buying because they realize that Kaspa is currently sitting in a pre-believing sweet spot similar to the early days of Bitcoin. What if the world's biggest banks didn't need to replace their entire infrastructure, but just needed a digital notary that works at the speed of light? This brings us to the core of the institutional secret, Warp Core. For years, projects like XRP, XLM, and Cardano have claimed they would own the world of finance and settlement. But they all hit the same wall. Banks have big old mainframe systems that are incredibly expensive and risky to rip apart. Enter Warp Core, a revolutionary interoperability layer that acts as a bridge and translator. Instead of asking banks to change how they operate, Warp Core translates the standard language of global banking, ISO 2022, into a blockchain-ready workflow that records transactions immutably on the Kaspa block DAG. It acts like a digital notary, providing an unforgeable time and public docket entry for every financial event. This is a fundamental architectural superiority. While other projects try to force banks to adopt entirely new systems, Kaspa is providing a software-in-the-middle approach that is more readily adoptable based on direct feedback from massive financial institutions. One wallet now holds over 1 billion tokens, enough to command the future narrative, yet they haven't sold a single coin. Why are they so patient? The reason for this patience lies in the technological gap between the old guard and the new evolution. For years, Cardano has been the gold standard of the academic approach, utilizing peer-reviewed research to build a stable, secure infrastructure. It is a giant when it comes to stable infrastructures. However, in the world of high-frequency finance, Cardano is often viewed as a slow mover, or even a slow dinosaur compared to the new speed demons. Contrast this with Kaspa's block DAG architecture. While traditional blockchains like Cardano process one block at a time, Kaspa processes multiple blocks in parallel. We are talking about 10 blocks per second today, with a roadmap targeting 100 blocks per second in the future. This is the difference between dial-up internet and a superhighway for data. When you can achieve instant finality and transactions that are visible in 1 second and fully confirmed in 10, you aren't just an altcoin anymore, you are a technological beast. In a world where milliseconds cost billions of dollars, is peer-reviewed research actually a handicap compared to raw parallel processing speed? The most common FUD, or fear used against Kaspa, is its 28 billion coin supply. Critics argue that such a large supply prevents the price from ever reaching the heights of Cardano. But the math tells a different story. Cardano itself has a larger supply of 35 billion coins, and it successfully reached a price of $3.10 and a market cap of nearly $95 billion. This decisively throws the entire supply limit argument right into the trash bin. If Cardano reached $3 with more coins and arguably slower technology, there is no logical reason why Kaspa, with a smaller supply and superior block DAG technology, can't hit $3 to $5 or even higher. The flippening is not just a dream, it's a mathematical probability based on adoption and utility. Whales know that supply is not the enemy, but low demand is. And with Kaspa's smart contracts launching on August 31, 2025, the demand for Kaspa is about to move from speculative to industrial. When the smart contracts go live in 2025, the under-the-radar phase officially ends, and that is exactly when the latecomers will pay the whale's exit price. The secret is already leaking into the regulated world. Warp Core is not just a theory, it is currently running in private sandboxes with repeatable engineering tests. The Kaspa Industrial Initiative is exploring regulatory sandboxes with the FCA in the UK, the MAS in Singapore, and the Abu Dhabi global markets. They are aligning with Swift My standards and paying attention to Fedwire testing approaches to ensure institutional readiness. This is Proof of Work 2.0. It combines the Bitcoin-level security of proof of work with Solana-like speed and upcoming Ethereum interoperability. While Cardano remains the safe, established bet for those who value stability, Kaspa is the high-risk, high-reward play that is fundamentally rewriting the definition of what a decentralized network can achieve. The race to $5 is not just about a price target. It's a signal of which philosophy will dominate the next decade of global finance. The institutional secret is that the transition to the next generation of finance has already begun in the shadows. Whether you lean toward the methodical, academic rigor of Cardano or the lightning-fast, fair-launch innovation of Kaspa, the data shows that the market is maturing. We are moving away from dog coins and toward fundamental technology and 10-year time horizons. The whales have made their move, consolidating over 1 billion tokens while the world was distracted. Now the question is, will you wait for the inevitable FOMO train to arrive, or will you capitalize on the structural low-risk signals that are flashing right now? If you want to stay ahead of the curve and navigate the crypto ocean with data-driven insights rather than hype, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Staying updated with the latest blockchain fundamentals isn't just about watching videos. It's about positioning yourself for the generational wealth that only comes to the informed. Don't be a reactive investor, be a market maverick. We will see you in the next deep dive. Stay sharp and let's make some crypto waves. Take full control of your crypto with Ledger Live. Manage thousands of coins and NFTs securely in one place. Buy, swap, stake, and grow your portfolio with ease. Trusted by 7+ million users, Ledger Live keeps your assets safe by integrating with Ledger hardware wallets for maximum security. Say goodbye to third-party risks and hello to true financial freedom. Download Ledger Live now. Click the link in the description to get started. Crypto taxes don't have to be a nightmare. Coinly calculates your taxes in under 20 minutes. No spreadsheets, no headaches. Sync your crypto assets with one click. Whether you're trading, staking, or using DeFi, import your trades, track your portfolio, and generate ready-to-file tax reports effortlessly. Join thousands who trust Coinly to simplify their crypto taxes. Make tax season stress-free. Click the link in the description to get started with Coinly today. The information contained herein is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing herein shall be construed to be financial, legal, investment, or tax advice. The content of this video is solely the opinions of the channel owner, who is not a licensed financial advisor or registered investment advisor. Trading cryptocurrencies poses a considerable risk of loss. Please use your best judgment when dealing with cryptocurrencies and don't invest money that you cannot afford to lose. The channel does not guarantee any particular outcome.